So I came across this post, beauty, it's like investing on something that will fade sooner than later.
Now, this is a good example of how an argument should be. Well, this is Pinoy Extreme. Let's do this.
This is Pinoy Extreme.
And before I go on, I don't have anything against this content creator. Some of his takes are insightful and substantial. And I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he meant you shouldn't be obsessed with beauty and the way you look. Although he didn't really say anything about that in his video. But this right here specifically.
Now, this is a good start. Okay? You never attack the person, you attack the idea that the person is putting forward, or you attack the argument. Goods.
I think this is a pretty bad take. It's kind of like a nihilistic point of view. That's like saying, oh, don't take care of your health because you're gonna fucking die anyway.
Now, I think hindi naman exclusively na beauty is equals to health. Well, there are some that would indicate health, like for example, yung shape, 'di ba? Pucha, kung yung BMI mo may adjective doon na morbidly, most likely yung shape mo na bilog, okay, is being unhealthy for you. Pero kung yung pinoproblema mo lang yung mga pinangaasar sa akin ng bashers ko na malaki ipin, so on and so forth, 'di ba? It does not indicate that you're healthy. So, or unhealthy. Ganon. So, hindi siya pwedeng gamitin as an argument, in short.
Don't aspire for anything, don't build a legacy, don't pursue your goals, because you're gonna be forgotten in a generation or two anyway.
Now, marami naman talagang pangalan yung na-immortalize because of winning beauty contest, like Miss Universe, so on and so forth. Now, if you are going to make beauty as a stepping stone to build your legacy and not become it alone, yung legacy, well then that's, I think, more better, diba? Well, beauty as the end and not just as a means, lalo na kung yun na nga yung sinabi niya, you obsessed your whole life to it, magiging fleeting yung na-achieve mong goal, because what would happen to beauty is you would have a prime, okay? Prime. Pag na-reach mo yun, diba? You are downhill. Downhill. And kahit sabihin na natin you have a maintenance on like cosmetics, beauty products, surgery, yung decline niya, ipababagalin niya lang. But you are still on a decline. Maybe a lot of people are going to be in denial about it because of, yun na nga, yung nangyari. Ginawa nilang life's work, yung beauty nila, and ngayon na unti-unti siyang kinukuha ng buhay, it is having a backfire. Diba? Kasi imagine, binuhos mo lahat, yung oras yung effort, na uwi lahat sa pagpapaganda. So, now that life is slowly getting it back from you, yung mortality ng buhay, yeah. Is it nihilism? Not really. But it's truth.
Don't work out because you're gonna lose your muscles when you get old.
Well, if your whole life is spent on building muscles, nineglect mo yung pamilya mo, ibang aspeto ng buhay mo, nineglect mo yung mga kaibigan mo, hobbies mo, just to build those like perfect muscles, and then again you will reach your peak Tapos, you are going to on a slow descent. Yes, again, you will be able to maintain it up to some certain point ng pagtanda mo. But, you're just slowing the process.
Don't try to make a lot of money because you can't take that with you when you die, etc.
It's not that you do not improve. I am an advocate of improvement. Tangina, bansag na nga sa akin, Mr. Upskill eh. Di ba? But what I am saying, yung maging aware kayo sa kung ano yung pinapalit nyo and ano yung makukuha nyo.
etc. You get my point. I just don't like it when people say that looks don't matter. That's not exactly what he said, but that's basically the implication. Because why bother investing in your looks, your beauty, if it's gonna fade anyway? When in fact it does matter. I'm not saying it's the end all be all or that your entire self-worth, self-confidence should be based on your beauty or the way you look. It can definitely help with your self-confidence and self-esteem.
Actually, I agree on the part that you said it can help with their self-esteem. Now, what I am going to discuss now is how other people try to tie up their self-worth and self-esteem to beauty. Diba? Now, the reason why they've done that is, yun na nga yung nangyari. Sa sobrang kalasingan nila doon sa atensyon, doon sa mga things, positive things na nakukuha nila for being beautiful, they forgot to develop other parts of their characteristics that will, be used in the future. So, ang nangyari, as they climb their peak, hindi nila nare-realize na nagda-downgrade na or bumabagsak na yung pinaka-pipitagang character nila or yung parang ace in the hand, yung bentahe nila sa buhay.
Taking care of yourself, looking good, it opens a lot of doors for people. Romantically, socially. The better you look, you just get more options when you're dating. It's just how it is.
Yes, I agree. Beauty adds opportunity to you. Now, there are also some instances, like for example, a profession that needs a result or skills. Then, kahit gaano ka pa kaganda or kagwapo, if that position calls for that one, then I think hindi masyadong magmamatter yung pinakaingat-ingatan yung kagandahan or kagwapuhan para ibigay sa inyo yung ganong klaseng posisyon. The currency that you need to pay is not in a form of looks na. It's going to be by the brain. Now, another thought doon sa beauty. Ano-ano ba yung mga opportunity na kadalasang nagbubukas para sa mga taong maganda, gwapo? Usually, those are in content creation. Thirst trapping, ganun. So, pwede din artista. Pwede din yung mga, endorser, so on and so forth. But, again, the problem with those kinds of jobs is that they are highly dependent doon sa ganda mo, sa kagwapuan mo. But take note that it's a ticking time bomb. And maybe what's worse is that hindi natin ina-acknowledge that it is. And then, instead of using that, leverage in the start for you to be building other than your looks, then that's good. parang yung mga sinasabi ko nga sa mga nagtrabaho sa sex worker, that's fine. But wag niyong isipin na dadalhin kayo ng ganyang klaseng trabaho hanggang sa huli.
You grab attention, you get your foot in the door, basically. And socially, people want to be friends with, they want to work with people that they like. And
Well, there's a truth on what he said, di ba? But here's a different take. Siguro ayokong makipag-socialize sa taong maganda or gwapo lang. Kasi unang-una, ano yung pag-uusapan nyo? Kung gaano katagal yung oras niya sa gym, kung gaano kamahal yung ginastos niya sa pagpapaganda niya, ganun ba? I mean, kung ganun lang, hindi ko kayang tumagal ng mga isang oras. I'd give a few minutes and then I'll move on. Kahit din sa work actually, mas gugustuhin ko sigurong makipagtrabaho, makipag-socialize sa mga, sa mga di naman ganun, di ba? Maraming tato, ganun. So, yung mga kabaliktaran nung ini-expect nating beauty doon sa normal standards. Pero, madali silang katrabaho, madali silang kausap, diba? Hindi sila toxic, and they are performing well doon sa trabaho nila. So, maraming mga bagay na kung saan nagtatapos yung silbi ng ganda. Yung pagiging gwapo or yung looks. And all I'm saying is that when that comes, meron ka bang ibang pwedeng ilagay sa lamesa bukod sa itsura mo?
Looking a certain way adds to likability. That's just how it is. Again, I'm not saying you should be obsessed with your looks. That's not what I'm saying. But to say that it doesn't matter, I think you're doing your followers a disservice. Because if you've experienced any sort of glow up, people just start treating you differently. Now, I'm not saying I'm a chiseled Jack Greek god with a 10-inch dick. But in the past, I was definitely unfuckable, to say the least. But now I came a long way. I look better than I did when I was younger. Romantically, socially, people are nicer to me after the so-called glow up.
Naalala ko tuloy yung 300 sa Sparta. Tinatapon nila yung mga deformed babies dun sa na-outcast nila sa society nila. I guess those people na bumait lang sa'yo nung gumapo ka is not really good people kasi magiging masama sila sa'yo pag, pumangit ka na, di ba? Kasi if they're really nice to you, kung hindi naman kupal yung ugali mo, I think there's no reason to not be nice to you. Sabi nga ni Friedrich Nietzsche, di ba? If you kill a cockroach, you are a hero. If you kill a butterfly, you are bad. Then, doon niya na-realize that yung morality nila has some aesthetic sense. O di ba, maganda naman yung exchange. Yun yung maganda. May matututunan ka, you attack the issue, the idea, the argument, not the person. Hindi yung ang banat mo agad, huwag ka nga magmamababait dito, ba't ang bait mo? Ganun. Wala kayong mapupulot pag ganun yung atake nyo sa lahat ng argumentong papasokan nyo. Magiging lang yan, palakihan lang na itlog yan. Well, this is Pinoy Extreme. Have a good day.